Good evening. My name is Ron Speakman, and I'm here tonight because I care about education. Supposedly, we all are here tonight because we care about education. What I've found to be conspicuously absent from any and all discussions that we've had with the Oxnard High School District is quality of education. I heard someone talk tonight about the educational debacle that would take place if Camarillo were to unify. I find that interesting comment when you think that every single school district that is broken away from the Oxnard Union High School District now and has for decades outperformed the Oxnard High School District in their test scores, which is the only objective measure of educational quality that we have for your school, besides the individual measurements that people make on an emotional basis. So if we're not here to talk about the quality of education for children, what have you talked about? And it's always been money. It's been the dollars. You folks have, I got a mailer today that says that if Measure U passes, there's a funding cut of $22 million. I think that every single person on the planet that picks this up, except for you and me, because we understand what's going on, truly believes there's going to be less money to educate children. It's misleading, and in my opinion, therefore, a lie that benefits you. This lie benefits you. Who supports Measure U? Virtually every single elected body in the state of California that is elected to represent the people in the cities of Camarillo and Oxnard supports Measure U. Who does not support Measure U? Oxnard High School District, their employees. Why is it that everybody in the state seems to understand this issue and not you? It sounds to me like a money grab. And that's exactly the conclusion that you come to, because none of your literature talks about your test scores, because you can't brag about that. None of your literature talks about quality of education, because you can't brag about that. It's about the money. Somehow you've been able to convince your teachers that if unification takes place, they're all going to be unemployed. They're going to lose their benefits. That's not true. That's a lie. There's a difference. Sometimes I wonder if we can tell. I've watched the Oxnard High School District for 40 years dangle the carrot of a new high school in Camarillo, in front of Camarillo, every time the unification issue comes up. 40 years, folks. It's not here. I don't believe you for a second when you say you have an intention to build it here. Because if I was sitting in your seat, in all good conscience, I'd have to build a school where my greatest need was, and you know that that is in the city of Oxnard. You're supposed to be elected to represent people. You're here tonight to pass a motion to pass a resolution opposing unification. I want to know who you think that you represent. There's not a single study, not one of yours, not one of PVSD's, none of the independent studies that have been done that show that you have a constituency that supports you in this measure. You're acting unilaterally. You are not supported in this by the people that you're elected to represent. You're not. How can you in all good conscience do it if you have a good conscience? I implore you, if you are people of integrity, if you deal fairly with your fellow man in all of your dealings, if you can answer that question and say that you do, stop the lies. You have the power to stop this garbage from coming out. It's misleading, and you know it. I encourage you to do that. Thank you very much.